into 12 days of Pilates. We're going to be following our 10 principles of Pilates, and we're going to have a theme that we're going to work towards every day. Today's theme is breath. So starting off with one of the most complex principles of Pilates, one of the ones that I find a lot of us battle with when we go into our normal workouts and as well as our Pilates classes. So we're going to do a fun exercise. Each activity or each class, we're going to end off with our set that's going to make up our 12 days of Pilates. So let's get going into how we contract and control our core. So firstly, I want you to imagine that your torso is lifted up nice and tall, and we're going to go into what I like to call our capital Y position. So what that is I want you to think of the rib cage pulling in. So that's the beginning section of the capital Y. And then the second section is thinking of the pubic bone pulling in towards your belly button. So creating a Y shape within the torso. So that's going to help us lengthen, look nice and tall, and obviously give us that contraction that we need to secure and keep that lower back nice and stabilized. So that's our first part of how we set up for a Pilates class. We want to think, whenever I say the words inhale to prepare, you're going to think of that capital Y position for me. Second section or second part of your setup for Pilates is going to be your breath. Now there are three ways that we breathe. First way is we breathe through the chest. So this is normally when we're really stressed, we've been running, and you have that panting feeling. You'll find that you'll breathe through your chest. The second form of breathing is our belly breath. So I want you to take your hands onto your stomach for me. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, and naturally you're going to feel that stomach contract. As you exhale, feel that stomach release. And again, inhale and exhale. But if we continue to breathe like that and try to engage the core, thinking of that capital Y position, this becomes almost impossible breathing through the stomach, because we want to keep these lower abs nice and contracted. So these transverse abdominal muscles. So if you're wearing leggings, you should have a band wrapping around your lower torso. This is your transverse abdominal area. These are the deep inner core muscles. So what we actually want to do is we want to breathe through the diaphragm, our diaphragmatic breath, which is going to be from our rib cage. I want you to bring your hands onto your ribs. Take a nice, now think of that capital Y position first. We're going to inhale, we're going to set up the rib cage contracts, zipping up from the pubic bone to the belly button. So everything is nice and held. Now we don't want to lose the contraction in those abs that we've just prepared. So we're going to keep that contraction as you inhale. Allow the rib cage to expand. You should feel everything pulling up, zipping up. As you exhale and contract, you should feel the rib cage contracting, but even more of a contraction within those abs. So this is our setup. This is what I call our inhale to prepare. You're thinking of the capital Y position, and whenever we breathe in Pilates, you want to think of the rib cage opening and closing. So we're going to start with our first exercise for today, going into our Pilates roll down. So sitting up nice and tall, let's start off with a cat stretch just to warm the spine. So we're going to inhale, round the spine. You want to look at your belly button, tucking the pelvis under, creating a beautiful C curve in your spine. And exhale, rounding up. Gently pull into your knees, so we're opening the collarbones, lifting up. And inhale. So we want to create a hollowed out stomach, so we can eat all those mince pies today, all of that beautiful yummy roast that we're going to eat. We want to prepare our bodies for a beautiful Christmas. I hope everybody's going to be spending it with their families, and if not, maybe with your friends, like myself and Gav. We unfortunately can't be with our family this year, but we're going to be spending it with beautiful friends. Inhale and exhale. I mean, even if you can't spend it with family, I hope that you're going to have a lovely day today. roll down or half roll down, you want to think of sitting on your sit bones. Your shoulder blades are going to be in line with your hips. Your knees are in line with the hips. Unless you have very tight hip flexors, you can then open up the knees slightly for me. We're going to reach those arms forward, pull the belly button in, and from there you're going to exhale, tap the pelvis under, really drawing that belly button in for me. You're going to exhale, roll up, and come back to that seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale, rounding the spine for me. Inhale, pulling that belly button closer towards the spine, and exhale, rolling up back to that seated position. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, tucking the pelvis under. Inhale, hold. And exhale, rounding the spine as you come back to that seated position. Let's do one more of those. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tucking the pelvis under. Inhale, hold. And exhale, all the way up. So we're going to go into a full roll down now so we can get all the way onto our mat. So we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, tucking your pelvis under. Make sure each vertebra presses into the mat. So I want to see that lower back press down first, your middle back, your upper back, and then lastly, your head and chest. Walk your feet in for me. We're going to go into our first exercise. We're going to lift our legs up into our tabletop position. But now in order to protect our lower back, we want to go into that inhale to prepare. So again, thinking of that capital Y position. I'm going to sound like a broken record today, but I want you to get that feeling of contracting those abs. If you look down at your stomach, you should be able to balance a glass of wine on your stomach. Yes, I'm going to be drinking a glass of wine today. I hope you are too. So whatever you want to drink, your champagne, your wine, your gin and tonic, should be balanced on your stomach. If you have it next to you, your hot cocoa, whatever you want, pretending that you're balancing it on your stomach. Alright, now this position that we're in, where we've got our wine glass balanced on our stomachs, you should have a blueberry-sized gap underneath your lower back and the mat. So it's our neutral spine position. If you do have spinal issues or lower back problems, then what you're going to do is you're going to tuck the pelvis under. So now you won't be able to balance that glass of wine because it would be falling and spilling all over your stomach. Your pubic bone would be lifting up to the ceiling and we're pressing that lower back down. So this is your imprinted spine. So again, we're just going to do a few pelvic tilts. So I want you to bring your hands into a diamond shape for me, bringing them down onto your stomach. From there, we're going to inhale, tuck into that imprinted spine, just that lower back pressing down, so you're squishing that blueberry. And then exhale, release, balancing that glass of wine. And inhale, tuck, hollowing out the stomach each time. Exhale. Inhale, tuck, and exhale, release. Let's do two more. Inhale, tuck, and exhale, release. Last one for me. Inhale, tuck, and exhale, release. So if you know you have a really bad back, then I want you to go into that imprinted spine for me. If you know that you're stronger, I want you to stay in that neutral pelvis. For this next one, we're going to bring our hands down next to us, opening those collarbones, lifting your right leg up to tabletop, lifting your left leg up to tabletop. And remember, we've already inhaled and prepared, so we're contracting those abs. From there, we're going to inhale, tap the toe down to the mat without arching the spine and without letting that belly button go. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. So you should almost feel like your hip bones are drawing closer towards one another. As you tap the toe down, bring those hip bones closer. As you tap, Zip the pubic bone closer towards the belly button, so much so that you're lifting your abs, putting those abs away from your trousers or your leggings, or if you're doing it in your Christmas pajamas, pulling those abs away from you. Let's do one more set here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now from there, we're going to go into our single leg stretch. So all that's going to happen, you're going to inhale, extend the one leg down, exhale, bring it in. If you feel you can lower the leg a little bit further down to create more of the working in those abs. Remember, if you've got a really bad back, you're going to keep your leg about 45 degrees or even in a 90-degree angle. And we inhale, extend, contract those abs. Remember that wine glass is resting on that stomach. You want to keep it hollow. Keep contracting those abs for me. And we have 2 more sets. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last set. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now going from there into our double leg stretch. So now what that means is we're going to extend both legs, very important. You want to keep that back nice and held, and inhale to come back. And we extend and come back. So take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the legs, and exhale, coming back. So remember, we're not pushing the legs down because that's going to create an arch in the spine, and you're going to let the rib cage flare out by doing that. You want to lengthen the hamstrings. Imagine somebody coming and pulling those legs away and those hamstrings stretching. So getting a really good lengthening in the legs as well. And that creates those nice long lean muscles that we want. And we have 2. And last one for me. I know those abs are starting to burn. Keeping those legs in tabletop. We're going to inhale, lift the right hip up, and exhale, come back down. And inhale, lift. So when you lift the hip up, you're keeping that torso nice and still. So those shoulder blades lie flat along the mat. You're just lifting the one hip bone off of the floor, using those obliques to come back down. So this is our supine spine twist. And inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Relaxing those legs down. Take a second. Rock those knees from side to side. Alright, so now that we've got those cores nice and warm, we're going to add a little bit to those movements. So starting from the beginning again, focusing on that capital Y position to start. So let's set up. We think of the rib cage contracting, zipping up from the pubic bone to the belly button, bringing our hands behind our necks this time. From there, we're going to exhale, lift your head and chest, press your breastbone down. So again, creating that nice flat stomach, that glass of wine balancing, and then from there, relax. So remember, if you've got a bad spine, you've imprinted your back. If you think you're strong enough, maintaining that neutral pelvis. So even when you lift, when you exhale and lift, you should still have that slight gap underneath the back. You don't want to tuck the pelvis and create a T shape in that stomach. We want those deep, deep inner core muscles to work, so we want everything to be nice and flat and relaxed down. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale, lift, pressing the breastbone down. From there, we're going to lift our legs into tabletop, going back into those toe taps. So we inhale, tap, exhale, inhale, tap, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep going. I know those abs are burning. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more, and in. Last one, and in. Keep your legs in tabletop, relax your head and chest. Give yourself a bit of a break. So When you're in your tabletop, you want to try and aim to keep those toes in line with your knees, but you'll see I tend to bring my toes up slightly. I feel it's a little bit less pressure on my hips, so I prefer to do that. The minute you drop your feet down, you're going to start to arch that lower back. So we really want to keep those legs in line. So knees in line with the hips, toes in line with the knees. Let's go back into that ab prep. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your head and chest. From there into our single leg stretch. So we inhale, extend. This time bringing the knees slightly toward your chest. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Remember, today's all about that breath. So as those abs start to get tired and you feel that you're starting to lose the breath, I want you to take a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. This is what's going to create that strength and our stamina in those abs. Inhale, exhale. I know it's tough, let's keep going. And last one for me. All the way down. Alright, going into those double leg stretches. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your head and chest. And we inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, squeeze to come in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. And let's just do one more. Inhale, exhale, in. Relax your head and chest down. Bring your arms down next to you, keeping those legs in tabletop, going into those supine spine twists. So we inhale with the right hip up and exhale down. And inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale down. Hug those knees in. Take a second, grab a sip of water if you need to. We're going to go into our very last exercise for today. So now we're going to combine contracting the abs and breath, which is our theme for today, our Pilates principle. Going into our Pilates 100. So we're going to start our workout with one Pilates 100. So it's day 1 of the 12 days of Christmas, day 1 of our 12 days of Pilates, and we're going to start off with 100. So how that's going to work is you're going to come down onto your mat. We're going to bring those legs to tabletop. The breath work for this exercise is we're going to tap or pump those arms just a little bit. And from there, we're going to inhale for a count of 5. So we're going to take a nice deep breath. So it goes inhale. Exhale. So just be careful because a lot of the time, as I say inhale, I tend to get, which is we don't want that because that's going to start making you hyperventilate. We want deep breaths into and breathe in for a count of 5 and exhale for a count of 5. If you feel you have too much neck strain, the modification for this exercise is to keep your legs in tabletop, keep your head and chest down, and do little pumps. Or, if you feel more comfortable, you're going to bring your one hand behind your neck and pump, and just continue to switch the arms. So we're going to progress this movement in the next 12 days. For today, let's keep our legs in tabletop. Our arms are coming next to us. Take a nice deep inhale to prepare. Make sure you're preparing those abs properly. Exhale, lift your head and chest. And here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold and relax down. Hug those knees in little rocks. Well done. You completed your day 1 of our 12 Days of Pilates challenge. And starting off with our 100. So in our Pilates version of on the 12 Days of Christmas, today is on 12 Days of Pilates. We started with the 100, and my singing is awful. So from there, we're going to come onto your hands and knees. Let's just stretch out the spine, taking a nice deep inhale, chin to chest, and exhale, arch. Inhale, and exhale. And last one for me, inhale, exhale. Flexing those feet, pushing back. I hope you're feeling really good in that body. Good enough to go eat all of those Christmas mince pies. Go and eat your Christmas roast now that you've done a quick little workout and you're feeling good. Walk those feet in. Slowly roll up through the spine. Roll those shoulders back. Stand up nice and tall. Thank you so much everybody for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow for day 2